Hello dear travelers, I'm very happy to welcome you in my today's video and to give you an honest feedback about the hotel I'm staying at this time in 2021 in my vacation in Turkey in Bodrum. Right now I'm in Bodrum Resort Holiday and Spa Hotel. According Google and according my travel agent, that is a 5-star hotel. So when I saw the pictures online, I didn't doubt at all. So I immediately booked because I saw the pictures. I like the way it looks. But here I didn't do something very important, and that was to read the feedbacks of the tourists that were here. The thing is that I made a mistake actually not doing that, because if I have read the feedbacks, I would definitely not book this hotel. So I booked here. I arrived in the evening. It was dark, so I couldn't see much of the surroundings. But the only thing I've noticed is that here everything is very big. So from the restaurant, from the hotel, from the main building, with the bellboy, we were helped. And we went to our room, and I noticed that it's really very far. And for those of you that don't know the difference between hotel and resort and hotel, I didn't know that myself until 2 weeks ago, is that if it's a hotel, it has only one main building and all of the tourists are there. But when it's a hotel and resort, there is the main building, and the resort, those are small, let's say small houses, or something like that, 2 or 3 stores houses with many rooms. And the tourists are located there. That is a family hotel, so most of the rooms, they are for 4 or 6 people mostly. There are approximately 450 rooms in the thing is that when we arrived the first evening, besides that I saw that everything is so far, when in the morning, in the daylight, I've noticed it's really very far. And with the app, we measured the distance from the beach and to our room, and the app says that we are 850 steps away from the beach, and it took us 17 minutes one way to get to our room. That kind of scared me, and I couldn't imagine myself doing that like 3 times a day for the next 2 weeks. So the big distance and the hygiene, or the lack of hygiene, I found in the first room we were given, that made me to ask my travel agency representative to transfer us in another hotel. It turns out that is kind of very difficult, because I wanted to be transferred in one particular hotel that we were there 2 years ago, but according him, the hotel was fully booked, so he offered us to transfer us in another 5-star hotel if we pay additional 500 euro for 2 weeks for 2 people. And I was very surprised, and I asked him why we have to pay additional, in case that here we are talking about 2 5-star hotels. Okay, 100 euro, okay, but here we are talking about 500 euro. And he said because they are different 5-star hotels. And I said, yes, you are right, because the other is most probably 5-star hotel, but that is actually 3.5, so we have to cover up the difference. After this our conversation, I decided to ask the reception to give us another room. They gave another room close to the main building, to the reception, and we moved after on the third day. We moved there, and actually we cut our distance to the beach with 2/3, and I was very happy. The reason that they gave us the first room so far away was because when I did the booking, I requested to be far from the disco, and the reception, they went very far to give us the farthest room as possible, but it's okay. And I've noticed when we arrive in the first and in the second room, the total lack of hygiene. And I asked the reception to ask the housekeeping to clean up our room because the sink was dirty. On the floor there were female hair from previous tourists in the under the shower. I found long hair, long dark hair. I don't have dark hair. And yes, a cleaning lady or the housekeeping came to clean up, and the only cleaning the housekeeping did, that was to change the bag in the trash can and to make our beds, something I didn't ask. I asked to clean up. In all of the windows I found fingerprints of children because the first room was a family room for 4, and that was dirty. The terrace that we had was dirty. There were stains on the glass table in the terrace, total lack of hygiene. When we were given the second room, it was a little bit better, but still hair on the floor. And there I totally didn't bother to ask for housekeeping to come to clean because I knew what will be the result, so better not to bother and to make troubles and stress for myself. Just I accepted that I will be here for 2 weeks and that I will be in this hotel for first and last time. If I have to talk honestly to you and to give you an honest feedback, the exterior of the hotel is beautiful. Yes, there I could give 4 stars. Based that I have certain life and travel experience about the different categories of the hotels, because I have been to many 4 and 5 stars hotels in my life. I have worked in 5 stars hotel in my life, so I know in the different countries what is the criteria for 5 stars hotel. But with all due respect, this hotel resort has nothing to do with the 5 stars. Outside, for the exterior I give 4, and for the interior, for the rooms, I would give no more than 2, let's say 2.5 rooms. A month ago I was, just to compare and to give you an example, a month ago I was in Brussels in a hostel for 3 days, and I have to tell you that the hostel in Brussels was way more luxurious, clean, spotless, very comfortable mattresses, very comfortable pillows, and it's a category hostel in Belgium. And here, 5-star hotel and resort. With what I have seen, I took pictures of the rooms, I took videos to prove my words. And by the way, I talked to a few other tourists, and all of them, the first thing that they notice, that is the lack of the hygiene, and basically no one likes that. But if we have to be honest, I have to give a big thank you for the staff here. The staff here, they are really very friendly people, very friendly young people. They work really very hard. Basically their shift starts in the morning before the breakfast and finishes after dinner, that is 9:30 in the evening. They are ready to help and to assist in any possible way they can. The other big minus of this hotel, that especially for me is important, if you want to go out of the hotel, let's say to go to Bodrum Centrum, or just to go for a walk out of the hotel, that is not possible because the hotel is located like 20 minutes far from Bodrum city centrum by car. And when you get out of the territory of the estate, there is absolutely nothing to go, to see, to visit, and that makes the stay here a little bit like I was quarantined for 8 days here, staying only in the hotel. But anyway, going to Bodrum or to Gyumbet for a day trip, or to Pamukkale or Ephesus by bus, by car, is absolutely possible. About the food, I want to tell you that the food was plenty of food every day, but the food was for breakfast, for dinner, and it was absolutely the same. For breakfast, 14 times we had the very same breakfast. For 14 days we never had, let's say, once pancakes. or something different than the European people eat for breakfast. We didn't have that. For lunch, I cannot comment because we never had lunch because we spent our days on the beach. So for lunch I cannot comment, but the dinner was always the same. For the last 1 week we had twice Turkish evening, Mexican evening, and once Italian evening. Like 80% of the food was the typical food we had in the other days, but for the Mexican evening we got some tacos. For the Italian evening we had some pasta and lasagna. One of the things that my boyfriend enjoyed most was that for dinner 14 times he had watermelon, and he really loves watermelon, so he was very happy with that. The hotel is very big, as I mentioned. Is not suitable for disabled people to get to the beach. If there are disabled people, until certain point they can go with a wheelchair, and later on is impossible to go further if they want to get to the sandy beach. Roads here are very good maintained because, as I mentioned, that is a family hotel. Like 70–80% of the tourists, they are Russian tourists, and most of them they are coming with children, with babies, with the baby trolley, so they must have good roads for the buggies, and that is a big plus for the hotel. So I mentioned the food, the distances are very big. The hotel is very isolated from the Bodrum city centrum and Gyumbe city centrum. The only spotless place here in the hotel, according me, that is the spa that is located in the hotel itself. I use the services of the spa, and I'm very pleased with their services. There everything is simply spotless, and that is the only place where you can really relax and to escape from the crowds that are in the hotel, because you know, if you calculate approximately 450 rooms, with half of the rooms are for 4 people, the other half are for 6 people. Here we are talking about some very big crowd during the season, and even now by the end of October still the hotel is very crowded, and sometimes when I wanted to escape I just run away from everyone and everything and spend few quiet moments in the spa. And I really loved it there as ultra all inclusive. You can have the Turkish bath from the spa and the sauna for free, but of course you have to make a previous appointment because now during and with the corona restrictions, in the Turkish bath are not allowed more than 6 people, and in the sauna are not allowed more than 3 people. So you have to make a reservation in advance. What is my conclusion from all these 2 weeks experience here in Bodrum Resort, Spa and Hotel? Yes, I adjusted myself with this situation, with the huge distances, that I cannot go out of the hotel freely to visit some shops and so on. I totally don't like the hygiene conditions here, but yes, sometimes even the best travelers, we make wrong decisions and we book the wrong places, but now I have definitely more experience, so next time when I book I will definitely read the feedbacks. So here is the time when I have to answer the important question: if the hotel good value for the money. There is a difference between what I saw and what is presented online for 5-star hotel. Is not very good value for the money. Is the staff friendly? Yes, definitely. I talked about that. Do I recommend the hotel? No, I don't. If you have issues with crowds and hygiene, that is not place for you, and definitely that is not my place for you. Am I coming again here? No. no, I'm definitely not coming here again. And as I said, when I make this feedback, when I make the other feedbacks, I'm talking from my personal point of view. I don't want to offend anyone. I just express my own opinion. So, dear travelers, I hope that with this video you can get clear image of what is the deal here in the Bodrum Holiday Resort and Spa Hotel, and to figure it out for yourself if you are going to book here and to stay here. Something very important I forgot to mention, that the water here is very clear, but it's good and handy if you have water shoes on, because there are way many rocks and sometimes that makes it difficult to walk. So, dear travelers, thank you very much for being with me today. I wish you a very good day. Stay healthy, stay positive, and you can check out my other videos from my 2 weeks Bodrum vacation from 2021. Ciao!